Welcome to another episode of the Better Half Podcast. Welcome back, guys. I hope you're all doing well. And we're here trying to make Wednesdays great again.
Hello.
Nat!
Yes, Brando.
Actually, we're going to start. I'm going to crack the beer for this week.
You're going straight into it. You're thirsty.
No, I just so this one is Samporo this week. It's a Vietnamese beer. Vietnamese.
Yeah, good thing you didn't ask me to say that.
It's from Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Samporo. I think this is just your stock standard, one of your stock standard beers if you're over there.
I haven't shaken it.
No, we'll find out in a minute.
Oh, how good's that sound? Do you love that sound?
How good's that can?
Oh, yeah, the can's a nice shape, actually. Go again.
Yeah, no, it's like that. Tastes like that Tasmanian beer again. Really
Does
light.
it?
Yeah.
Really light, fresh.
Yeah.
Good summer beer.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You could drink it, yeah.
Yeah? Jeez.
It's
Do you want to sit it down there for the better halfers to look at?
I'll pop it up on the screen there, but yeah, it's okay.
Oh, well, then put it, yeah.
It's okay. Like it's yeah, you could have a session on it, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not your
Nah, it's a
total
bit nah.
too light for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit like
Because
that.
you can go pretty heavy with it.
It's a bit like that. It's very similar to that Cascade that they used to have. I don't know if it's that Tassie beer. It's very light.
Okay.
Sort of. Yeah, it's okay. No, I could have a session on it, but yeah,
It's
it's okay.
It's
Yeah.
not up there.
Nah, it's
About
okay.
middle?
It's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm having water. Filtered.
Filtered water.
Yep, I need water. Yep.
Now, guys, just before we start, this podcast may contain adult themes, coarse language. If you don't like adult themes, coarse language, you're around small children, or you take yourself too seriously, or you're easily offended, or sometimes your butthole hurts, turn this podcast off now. We suggest for everyone else that remains, welcome.
Butthole hurts.
Oh, you know those people that just find something to get offended about. Oh, yes, that triggered me. It's just like, well, don't listen to it.
Yeah, it's almost like if it's too much.
No, they try and find something to get offended by, so they've got something to be a victim about.
Maybe they're bored in life.
I don't know.
Just trying to nitpick. Anyway.
Anyway, at the end of the day, guys, I always say that at the start, because the last thing we want to do at the end of the day is upset anyone, even if you're someone that does try and get offended by things. But we just don't want to upset anyone.
I'm liking the jersey.
We're on here for a bit of fun. Yes.
Look at you. Decked out.
The old Western Suburbs jersey.
That.
The old Victor jumper.
How nice is that?
Come out of the closet. I bought it out the other day. We had 2 trips to Sydney this week.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? You've been a bit busy on the road.
I went to Sydney on Thursday to see a few customers, and it was 5 o'clock in the morning. Jumped in the car. It's pissing down rain. Then I discovered that morning it was fine the day before. That morning the air conditioner, it's like it's run out of gas or something. So I'm having to drive to Sydney with my windows down.
No, it's the worst.
Because the bloody windows, the screen kept fogging up. So it was and it rained all day in Sydney. It was a tough day in the office. But anyway, we got
Not
around.
fun.
I
thought you had the heater turned right up, because when I got in and drove it, I went, what is going on? Geez, he must be...
No, I'd have the windows down a bit, and I'd have the heater on hard on the windscreen
okay.
So it wouldn't fog up.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I had a bit on.
I did that for a little while. Remember when my aircon died? And
this one shouldn't, though. It's a 3-year-old
They
car.
told me I had to replace the whole system. And I thought, I'm not spending that kind of money for an older car. But
Mine's only about
yours should be right,
4 years
just to
old.
regas. Mind you, your air conditioner gets a fair workout.
It's pretty much always on. So.
Yeah, I could imagine it needs regassing.
It'd be 4 years old, I think, now. So
Yeah.
it's probably ready for a regas. So, 2 trips to Sydney. Went and saw the customers on Thursday, and then Saturday we were back there.
Yeah, we did.
Got a car for Olivia.
The 3 of us went. Yeah, Livy's now...
Now she's out on the road
What do you
now.
call
as we
it?
speak.
Independent?
Yeah, she's out on the road now as we speak. So be careful. Be careful if you're driving around the bay.
No, Olivia, be careful of other people. No, she's done well.
No, very good.
And the people that we got the car off,
got to
were
see an old-
just gorgeous.
Got to see an old mate, Chef Sam Burke. Shout out to you, brother.
Oh, and his family. Oh my God, I fell in love with them.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful people.
Absolutely gorgeous, very hospitable. But it was more, you walk into their home, but they make you feel as though you are their family and
They're
part of them.
brilliant people. And Chef Sam Burke, if you're not already following, jump on Instagram, Facebook, all that.
Yep.
He's a celebrity chef, I'll say, for the Meat and Livestock Australia. So he's promoting red meat. Last week he was in Queensland on cattle properties. He gets around, does a brilliant job.
He's great.
Brilliant job, but you wouldn't meet a nicer, more genuine
Yeah.
fellow than him. And he's a bit of a character. He's
Yeah.
big, he's loud, he's passionate.
Yeah.
I love the bloke. Like, he's just an absolute legend. And just do anything for you. He's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
So,
I fell in love with his wife, though.
yeah. No, they're beautiful
What she
family.
did for Olivia, and it was her prompting for, certain things that,
yeah.
they
No,
helped us out with. And I went, I am forever grateful. Like,
yeah.
But, yesterday was brilliant.
No, it was a good trip down.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
Saturday, I reckon.
sat down, we got did all the little business with the car and that, and sat down and had a bit of a yarn. And
Yep. Bit of a laugh, bit
That
of
was
some
going good.
serious stuff.
yeah, a bit of serious stuff and that. And that was good.
Yep.
Then we got a phone call. The dogs we got out.
Oh, talk about sore backside.
The one that's supposed to have a disc in his back that this
yeah.
suddenly come good from. Since I said if you don't come good, we'll just put him down.
But
All
no evidence of how he got out.
All of a sudden, he's come good and he's escaped. Yes, so we don't know how he's got out. He's weaseled under the fence or something.
He's taken off and he's down the street. I reckon there's a dog on heat.
Mm.
I think because he always heads in that direction.
Yeah.
But 2 kids saved his life from getting hit by a car. Another lady's held him, and then another one's come along and said, I'll take him.
Yeah.
And she had a little chip finder.
Yeah.
And she scanned him. Then we've got a phone call while we're sitting around having such a lovely time with this gorgeous Burke family. And next second I've got, by the way, Alfie's been found by people, and our little sausage dog, the little black one. And I said, what? And so I had to then make sure the other one was found just in case he got
Well, that was
out.
the thing. We didn't know where the other one was.
So then I went through my list of people. I went through the vet nurse because she's, the vet nurse and she knows the dogs and blah, blah, blah. Then I went to my next friend who is all about dog rescue, and she's just such a beautiful person with animals. No one answered. Then I thought I'll try the neighbour. No one answered. Anyway, eventually we got another friend and she's popped around with doggy treats and his little.
They are funny. The black one, if the gate's open, he'll piss off straight away.
Yeah.
The red one, he won't. He'll stay.
No.
He'll stay in the backyard crying.
No, so he was in the backyard and.
I thought that. I thought he won't be anywhere.
But he was stressing out that
Yeah.
Alfie wasn't with him.
But I knew he'd be in the backyard. I said, that's when we were there. I thought, I bet you he won't have gone.
Anyway, we got hold of Alfie. He was so safe, like with the people that looked after him. And anyway, but we had to leave. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we had to leave pretty quickly. But no, it was a good trip. Olivia drove home, which was good by herself.
She was so good.
It was good.
I was worried, but you were so good about
Yeah,
how you handled.
she's got to do it on her own now.
Yeah, but you were supportive, and it was really nice too, like the way you handled it and said, come on, Olivia, jump in, and the independence, and you were telling me, no, you got to let her do
No,
this.
she hasn't done a real long trip before, has she? Like,
Well, in Sydney traffic too, I was like,
Yeah.
but honestly, I knew she had the ability to. It's just when you got to do it.
yeah, but,
But she was all up and about, wasn't she?
Yeah, no, she did a good job.
She's pumped. Anyway, so she's happy.
Mm.
And she's already gone and got the groceries today.
Oh, it's handy. Yeah, I know. I couldn't get her in
She's
the
off
car
and
quickly.
running.
It's handy. It
Yeah,
just
yeah.
takes the pressure off
Yeah.
everyone. So,
Nah, so good. So yesterday was really good. It was such
we had
a
a bloody
positive day.
great day. So,
Yeah, a day where we could have been just sitting watching TV, but
yeah,
instead we surrounded ourselves with good people.
yeah. So, yeah, Chef Sam Burke from the MLA guys.
Yeah.
Check him out. Absolute
Oh,
legend.
it's fabulous, and his
Absolute
family.
legend of the guy. We might get him on at some stage. He wants us to go back there and have a meal on that there, and he said we'll do a podcast then. So I'll get him on because he's an absolute legend. I've done podcasts with him before, but it's all been talking about meat and that.
Yeah.
It'd be good to have him on and just have
It's a bit of fun.
general yarn about
Yeah.
just random topics like we do. Just go from
We'll
there.
have
So
to get a bit of techno music in there.
we might get him on because he's a man of many talents. So
And he's a man of many interesting things, isn't he? Yeah, loved it.
got about 15 barbecues or cooking.
Don't we?
We won't go into that.
And what I think it was finger lime he told me to get, or
Yeah,
something
that
like.
was nice. Yeah.
I'll have to ask him. Anyway, it's a herb I need to get for the
Yeah, he
kitchen.
had a pretty mad herb going.
Yeah, love it.
Mm.
Yes.
Now, I'm gonna go. This comes through as like fan mail. It got sent through, but I'm just gonna bring it up because it's gone from fan mail to I think it's a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
And it's one that I think is popping up a lot at the moment. It's got, hi Brandon and Nat, I came across this article, not sure what your thoughts are on it. I'm not sure whether this picture is real or AI. she sent through a couple of them.
Mm.
It's from Taylor. It could be male or female.
Okay.
It's come through. Thank you, Taylor, for this. This is an interesting point. It's got Donald Trump. There's a photo here that they've sent through. Donald Trump's leaked photo with mysterious tall figures goes viral, and the other article she sent me is about Trump releasing the UFO files. Now, this is like, I'm not going to use it. This isn't fair mail. I think this is a good topic to bring up because it's something that does keep resurfacing, and they've sort of said, I'd like to hear your opinions on this topic.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Now, I'm just going to give my opinion. I'm not. This is just what I think. I'm just the average punter. Like just our thoughts on it. Firstly, the photo that I'm looking at has got Donald Trump standing next to these two male. They look male. They've got white hair. I'll put a photo of it up there now.
Yes,
white hair, very pale skin.
Yeah.
They look human, but they look weird, suggesting that they could be not from this planet. Firstly, I would say anything I look at the internet on the internet at the moment, any photos, I don't take anything as fact because it's just AI is so good. I use AI to tell me whether the photo is AI or not. I put this photo on AI and it said it can't it can't say yay or nay, but it said it can't definitely say that it is AI.
Right.
So, but
That's
again,
bizarre.
But again, any photo I see on the internet these days, I don't read into that at all. It's got to have something supporting it. So that's my first point. Anything you see on the internet now, don't believe it. Like it's. But I think coming back to the UFO.
Yeah.
Do I believe that I think there's a lot of videos and that of unidentified flying objects getting around.
Mm.
Now, granted, 90% of it is probably AI. I agree with that. But I think there's 10% that's not. And I think there's too much around for there not to be something. Like if you've even got to the stage where there's military people coming out and they're being allowed to, like Trump's done this, they're allowed to talk about it now of what they saw, and there's things that can't be explained. And it's not the Russians, these are objects that can't be made, they're not man-made. And you've got military people coming in and talking about it. Trump's releasing files that have been kept secret. So my answer to that question is, do I believe that there's something out there? Yes, I think there is. I think there absolutely is. And I think we're seeing more of it. I think it feels like, back in the 70s and the 40s, like after that atomic bomb went off in Japan, they started seeing things. And you wonder whether that triggered them to be watching more. Like it's just... Like, what the hell's going on down there?
Maybe they're already watching.
But in the 70s, you always see that grainy footage and you think...
Oh, yeah.
Is that a hoax or is it...
Well, before AI.
It's like Bigfoot. Yeah, but it was before AI, but you think still, was it set up or was it... And I think back then, if you did believe in it, you'd get called crazy. But I think these days you see it so much more often. Like you see photos and videos and that. And it feels like it's they're sort of showing more of themselves, I think. I believe that there's something out there because, and especially when you look at these military photos of the fighter planes and that, there's something there and they can't explain what it is. There's something there.
Look, I'm quite open-minded, and if there is something out there, okay, there is. But I'm also like, there's so much that people can do with, like even these two strange dressed up.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy into that too much.
To me,
Taylor, I wouldn't buy into that too much. But I think the point you're getting at is, what are our thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Are we believers or not? I would say I am. I think there's too much unexplained stuff out there for there not to be something.
I think there's something, but I don't know. I don't like the word alien or extraterrestrial.
And then you get people that say, they've been walking amongst us for years. That could be true. Has the government...
There's been a lot of aliens walking amongst us.
Has the government been working with them for years and covered it up? Probably. I don't know. That'll all come out. But I think too I've just got a feeling in the next couple of years... It's all going to open itself up, I think. Either the government will come out and say, yes, this happened back in the day and we covered it up because we didn't want to create panic. Because I think people these days are more accepting of the fact that there might be something flying around out there that we don't know what it is. Whereas back in the day, everyone was sort of scared of it. And when I say that, I don't think there is anything to be scared about. Because
no, I don't think so. Otherwise, they would have done something.
They would have done it by now. And at the end of the day, if they can get to this planet from wherever they've come from, they've got a lot more technology than what we've got.
How cool if we can meet them.
But yeah, I just think
If they're out there, hi.
I just feel like
Wonder if they're a better halfer.
I just think are you showing more of what's going on to us to get us used to the idea that you are there? Like I don't know.
I do feel
It's an interesting topic. It really
I
is.
do feel there is a real big shift in the world, and we're seeing that with like what's going on with wars.
Wars and there's a big shift
Even
going on.
with people waking up more to themselves and what's better for them, what's not. You can see everyone's searching for a better way of doing it.
Yeah.
Like we've always talked about when we were younger, we felt that was a really great time in our lives and the great time in the world.
Yeah.
But you can almost see that people are scrounging for a little bit of calm,
Yeah.
a little bit of a better way of thinking, a more positive way of doing life in general, basically. And I can see that there is a shift, but sometimes you've got to have the rattle before it all settles again. And I feel that that's what's going on in the world. Now, that shake of the world or how people are, and it might be just within yourself, it might be within your organisation, might be within the world, it might be within your country, all over the world. I feel basically it's like we're shaking like it up. It's almost like searching for gold. We need to shake
But I
all
think-
the rubbish
I
out
think
to find gold.
truth's starting to surface too.
And that's where the
It's
truth's starting to surface.
And that's what I
things are
feel-
starting to pop up.
I feel like this UFO thing amongst a lot of other things will wash up to the surface, and like they're releasing footage and files now that they wouldn't release before. It's like they're getting everyone used to that's why I think there's something out there, because it's like they're getting us used to the idea so it doesn't scare the shit out of everyone.
Maybe,
You know, like-
maybe.
I don't know. I just think it'd be
I
interesting.
question everything.
The next couple of years, I think will be interesting to see what happens, see whether the governments release information or whatever. But
I think you really need to be very careful about where you're sourcing information from.
100%. So that
And-
photo I'll put up there, I'd take that with a grain of salt.
Do you know how I read that photo?
How?
I reckon Donald Trump's trying to attract attention and get
Oh,
some people who aren't quite right going, oh, look, there's aliens and they're really there and Donald Trump's chatting with. And it gets people, whether it's positive or negative or scary or whatever, he's attracting attention.
But I think too.
Otherwise, he's got some extra help.
I'm a big believer because you go back into the ancient times and even the Aboriginals in this country, they've got, and the Egyptians, they've got drawings of these big people. They're not human, and they talk about the sky people and that. And all the Incas, all these different tribes, were very aware of it.
Yes.
And you think, and then you get things like the pyramids, like that's a whole nother rabbit hole you can go down.
Yeah.
But you think, has this been happening for a long time without us unbeknowing, like without us knowing? They've kept it sort of so you can't see them, and now they're letting us see them. Like, I think it has been going on for a lot of time. That's why I'm not. I don't have any fear of it at all, because you think if they were going to do anything, or they're going to invade the country and take it over, or the planet and take it over, they would have done it by now.
Well, at the moment, too, you got to think they're probably really safe, whereas people on Earth, Earthlings, are doing awful things that I think maybe they're frightened of us.
You wouldn't land. They're probably flying around going, do you want to land? You go, no. They're talking about nuking each other and all these crazy things. Like they're a head case. Why would you want to land there? You know, like, and all the violence and the killing and the wars, you know, why would you
I wonder
want it?
whether if they're really peaceful, like how beautiful. To me, I think maybe they're frightened to fully integrate with us if they are out there, because they're finding that people on Earth are struggling themselves. Like there's
and then there's
divide.
all the old stories about abductions, and then you hear about did they mess with our genes, like genetically mess with us? And that's another one too.
Wow, that's another rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit hole, but you think of it too. So our closest relative is orangutans.
Yeah.
But you think an orangutan hasn't changed over the 1,000 years. They're still doing exactly what they were doing 1,000 years ago. Humans are our brains, everything, like the technology, everything that's happening. Why are we evolving so rapidly and nothing else is? Like a horse was a horse 1,000 years ago. It wasn't any different. It was still a horse.
Yeah.
An orangutan was still doing the so, was still hanging
Crocodile.
from a tree. They haven't evolved.
Chicken.
How come humans have evolved so rapidly in technology? You think what's happened in the last 10 years?
I think we are
No, but you think
evolving.
What's happened in the last 10 years is crazy. What's going to happen in the next 10 years?
And
They're talking about quantum computers and that, and you think,
that's
that's-
gnarly.
and you think, so how come humans evolve so rapidly and no other animal does? So I don't know. I'm not saying yes or no, but I'm saying there's too many things to question for there not to be something. Like in the next couple of years, if something came to fruition and you said, no, that's definitely, or an ET had showed itself and
Yeah.
said, this is what's happening. We've been doing
Yeah.
this for millions of years. I'd say that makes sense. You know?
Yeah.
Or they said, this happened back in the day and we did genetically modify you. Because
Yeah.
you think the only animals that have evolved are things like sausage dogs.
Oh,
Because we played with their genetics.
yes, 100%.
That's the only animals that have evolved.
Yeah.
It's something that we've genetically modified,
Yes.
which we have with dogs.
Yes.
And you think, did the same thing get done to us? I don't know. We're running down heaps of rabbit holes here.
Jeez,
but
Brandon, wow.
I saw that question come through and I thought, that's such a cool thing. I'd love to talk about that.
I actually think humans are evolving
But
and they're changing. You can tell.
Taylor did say last week, you did mention if there's things that you want us to talk about,
Yeah.
mention it. So that's
I like
awesome.
this.
Yeah, do more of
Thank
that.
you, Taylor. I actually
And-
really like this. This is pushing.
I just think it's a cool topic to talk about, and I'm not given a definite answer. I don't have a definite answer, but I think there's just too much
How
around.
can you have a definite
Well, you
answer
can't. But-
unless you've had, say, a really strong?
Well, I've never seen it.
experience?
I've never seen or experienced anything, so I
But-
don't know. But I'm just all I'm saying is there's too much out there for there to not be something. And what I'm saying in the next couple of years, I wouldn't be surprised if something, whether there's open contact or there's governments start releasing what's really going on, something like
Yeah,
that.
some
I
information's
feel
been leaked. Like
Something's
really.
we're gonna have more clarity in a couple of years, I reckon.
I wonder where the people who are leaking information are they disappearing?
Well, they have in the past. Like it's
Mm.
then you hear these stories about people that have had sightings, and that the men in black came to their house and said, "You're not to speak about it again, or we'll."
Oh,
There's all these, but
maybe
I don't.
they might come
there's-
to our house
there's all
now
these-
that we've been talking.
Oh, probably.
Hi,
At least
come
they're
on in.
listening.
I'll make them a coffee.
Yeah, no, but it's a really cool topic. So I thought, I'm not. I'm not.
That
Gonna,
is cool.
I'm not going to skim over that in fan mail. I'll really get
Do
into.
you
that
know
'cause
what?
it's-
Now I'm going to be looking up things
It's
so I can
interesting.
actually educate myself a lot more on it because I don't go down that rabbit hole myself only because
Well, you'll never get the answer to it. The only time
don't
you'll get the
think
answer
so.
is if the government releases something, or like I said, there's an ET sitting there going, "We've been coming here for millions of years. We've
Yeah.
helped you out with technologies." That's the other thing, like AI and all that. Like, have we had assistance with that? As some crazy scientists or a government had interactions where they've been assisted with technology? Who knows?
Well,
Yeah.
I have had similar conversation with some people and they're very religious, which
Yeah.
is great. But they said even in the Bible they say that there is something else.
Yeah, there's just
something bigger
There's
than
tribes.
us.
It's in the Bible. They all
And-
talk about it. So there's got to be some. This has been going on a long time before we've been alive. You know.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Even with their perspective, they're still going. Yes, I think there is something. I don't know whether you call it an alien, but there is.
But these flying objects, they've released like footage from fighter planes.
Yeah,
And they don't know what it is. They can't keep up with it, and it maneuvers. They said you can't do that. The maneuvers that it does.
that's so cool.
So how do you explain that? All I'm saying is there's too much.
But imagine,
There's too much unexplainable stuff to say that there's nothing. I think.
imagine the intelligence to be able to fly something like that.
Well, that's yeah.
Like, us humans would struggle to keep up with something
And
so fast.
they said it's got no, because
That's cool.
they said, oh, maybe it's the Chinese, like the Americans are saying, maybe it's the Chinese, maybe it's the Russians with new technology we don't know about. But they said it's got no propulsion, like it's got no engine, it's got no heat source, it's got
Yeah,
no, it's
yeah.
just an object that just moves around.
But that's where I'm saying
they said
you
we
would have
can't-
to have the amazing intelligence to
Yeah,
like fly that object.
yeah,
Like-
but they're out there now, like it's
Yeah. Ooh, there we.
and it's got no propulsion, it's got no wings, there's no heat signature coming off it, there's no fuel signature coming, like this, it shouldn't have any
See
propulsion.
that's interesting. Remember when we
And
looked,
these are fighter pilots.
but remember when we looked at the jets
Yeah.
and they said they don't have any angles on them
No.
because they can't. That way they don't get detected.
Yeah.
But then they also said we try and build the aircraft that you can't pick up on any angles, movement
Yeah, well,
in
they
the
change
air.
their angles to avoid
to-
radar. Yeah.
Yes. So I wonder whether there is.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting.
something like
I just
someone
see- I just-
has, like you said, the Russians or whatever, mate.
Yeah, but
like
no one's got that technology. That's what the Americans are saying. No one's got that technology now.
No.
And you think if the Chinese or the Russians did have that technology, they'd be using it. There's wars going on at the moment. They'd be using everything at their disposal to, I don't know. That's what I think anyway. But absolutely awesome topic. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
It's one I probably have been, because things come up in the news, things come up in social media.
Yeah.
And you find yourself on YouTube and you think, I'm going to watch that. And I've been watching a lot more stuff on UFO sightings and these fighter plane footages and that in the last 5 years, just because it keeps coming up. And that's what I'm getting at. It just keeps coming up. Like there's like if you have a look online, there's just so many sightings now.
Oh,
It's out of control.
Yeah.
I know we've got AI and all that now, and you just don't know. The problem with today's society, you don't know what to believe anymore. You just
That's where I struggle because, like I said, you really need to get your information from a clear,
at the
clean
moment,
source. Like you can't just go off, like you can't just TikTok it or Instagram or like that's
some of
where
the real dead set AI ones you can tell, but there's some that like that picture before.
Yeah.
How would you know? How would you know? Like you can't. I see a photo now online, and I first dismiss it as AI. That's the first thing, and then if it comes up again or it's got some credibility behind it, then you go, "Oh, maybe that is true." But at the moment, you think, "Yeah, no, it's AI." Like it's whatever. But it's an absolutely interesting topic, and I think my answer is yes. I think there is something out there, and I think the next couple of years something will happen. I think something,
and I think
in a good way. I'm not saying something will happen like they're going to.
No.
They're going to invade the earth because I think if they're going to do that, they would have done it by now.
Suck our brains out.
Yeah, I don't think it's like that. I think it will just be open contact, or it'll be a government.
I actually think they're more terrified of humans.
I would be. I wouldn't land. I'd say keep going. Don't land there. It's a shithole.
It's a beautiful country.
But they're destroying it. But I just think either.
I wonder what they eat. Do they
something
have to
will
eat?
be cited, or a government will come out and go, no, we've actually been working with these guys for centuries or whatever.
Yep.
That's how modern technology has come the way it has because we're getting assistance. I don't know.
Imagine if there was a better halfer who actually, like, within themselves think that they're from another.
Oh.
Wouldn't you love to hear from them?
I hope they're listening.
Yeah, hi. Welcome. Or maybe.
No, but I think that's one to keep your eye on. But yeah, be very careful what you believe online.
Go Taylor.
Be very careful what you believe online. But it's a great talking point. Absolutely great talking point.
I wonder whether they've brought this up because our backdrops on our feeds, you've been making it look quite
and it was funny.
alien and spacey.
Yeah, spacey. I just got it. I just make it look like we're on another planet looking back at Earth and just having a yarn. But Nat said, change that background. She said, that alien one's getting old. And it was funny. Then she sent this through and I thought, we'll give it one more run.
Well, I said, well, maybe like the better halfers are looking going, are these two really into aliens and outer space?
I just made it look like we're from a different planet, which sometimes we are.
Oh, we are. Oh, trust me. There's a lot of people say I'm from a different planet.
But that was what I was going for there. But that's an interesting topic.
Talking about from another planet, I do have an apology. I thought I was something amazing the other day doing groceries. So I've lost a little bit of weight, got back into my skinny jeans. This is a huge apology, like a public announcement, my apology to an older gentleman with a trolley in Woolworths. My daughter and I went to Woolworths doing groceries. Mummy thought she was like really good because she's lost a bit of weight, put on the skinny leg jeans. Anyway, and I thought, oh, still got it. I'll put on a lacy G-string.
Whale tail.
It was whale season. So anyway, I'm in the supermarket with my daughter in my skinny leg jeans, had a nice top on. And we're coming down an aisle. There's a gentleman coming towards us with his trolley. We pulled to the side. I quickly stepped in front to pick up a family-sized block of chocolate. Anyway, and as I've looked up, I noticed that he'd actually stopped. And I thought, oh, how rude of me. I've stepped in front of him. And he's given me this look like, anyway. So I put the chocolate in the trolley, turned around, said to him, my absolute apologies. I didn't realise that, you were still moving and I must have jumped in your way. And he goes, yeah, like this. And I'm going,
jumping it more often.
Anyway, so off we went, my daughter and I with the trolley, and she quietly says, Mum, can you just probably don't bend over in those pants. I said, oh, why's that? She goes, because you could see a lot of your lacy G-string. And I went, oh, I said, Mummy's still got
Oh,
it.
she was horrified. She came home shaking her head. I said, what's wrong with you? She said, Mum bent over to get some chocolate. Had a big whale tail G-string coming up out of her pants, and this old codger was looking at her, perving on her. And then she got up and I told her to tuck it in. Then she got up and said, Mummy's still got it.
I said, I'm 44, whacked my ass, bent it out. And I was just trying to make her laugh a bit. And she goes, Mum, no. Anyway, we get home and we've unpacked the groceries and I'd been walking around the supermarket, strutting around, just taking the absolute Mickey out of it, going, Mummy's still got it, 44, I'm so hot, woo, got in my skinny leg jeans, dickhead. So anyway, then she proceeds, once we were gathered as a family, because she kept sort of trying not to laugh, and I'm thinking, what is with this girl? Anyway, so we get home, and then she starts telling the whole family once we're all together. She said, well, today, Mum showed basically nearly her whole backside swang out of the bottom of her pants as she bent over, and an old man's looking at her going, oh, and looking at me going, oh, you poor kid with that mother. And she said, and because you've had babies and there's a little bit soft tissue at the side, she goes, that was popping over the side, which you don't normally have, but you had your skinny leg jeans on. And he's almost mortified, and he's looking at her going, you poor thing, and that's your mother's ass. And by this stage, we were all in fits of laughter. I could not stop laughing, but how embarrassing.
I've seen a bloke down the supermarket. He was with his missus shopping.
So bad.
He's with his missus shopping, and she was in the dairy section.
Yeah.
And a woman's done the same thing. She's bent over, and this black whale tail's just presented itself at the top, and you see him have a bit of a look. He's had a bit of a look, and then
Where else do you look?
And then he looked back over to see what old love was doing. She was still busy. Then he went in. He went in for another one.
But I was mortified. Anyway, so my apologies to anyone that saw me bend over in Woolworths and may have seen things they shouldn't have. But anyway, It was quite funny because she could not stop laughing. She said, you're an idiot. You kept walking around going, Mummy's still got it.
Still got it.
And she goes, no, you don't. No, we were trying not to vomit. But anyway.
Now, speaking of Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Muppet of the Week.
Oh.
So she said, I've got Muppet of the Week this week. I said, what happened? She goes, it was at work.
I have to read these so I don't forget it because I did it word for word. So
she works in a cafe and these were customers.
These are customers, yes. Consumers.
Consumers, yes.
Consumers. So, and she said it must have been the day for it. Anyway, she got, do milkshakes have milk in it?
This is a question she got asked. Do milkshakes have milk in it?
I suppose maybe their brains were going, almond milk isn't really milk, but does it have milk in it?
Yeah.
And she said, I just was like, sorry, what? Anyway, and then there's a toilet block near her work, and she got asked, is the toilet block got toilets in it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, these are different people, so she's got a few of them. Then there was a father with some kids, and the kids were flying their kite. And, of course, what happens with kites ends up on the roof. Goes up to her and says, can you get on top of the roof for me and see if you can get that kite? Because I can't. And I need to keep an eye on the kids.
Yeah.
She's like...
I'm trying to serve.
And she said in my head, I'm like, I can help you with a coffee. I can help you with food. Yeah. I can seat you at a nice table. A kite. And she goes...
Kite off the roof, love.
She goes, and he was taller than me. That's what I couldn't understand was... So, yeah, obviously, if you work in a cafe, you can climb on a roof. But I actually had a lady in a bra shop too. So I was fitting a bra on her, and in the bra is this, it's push-up, right? So it was a nice soft, so when you bump into her, if she was wearing it, it'd actually feel like breast tissue, right? This push-up bra. But the filling of the actual part in the cup that does the push-up was like made of a cream. So these bras, you had to launder them carefully because there's cream filling. And I said to her, so it's a really natural type of push-up. So if someone rubs into you and they're not going to feel a hard bra on you, it's actually a cream type filling. So if you know, that's the texture of what you'll feel is that soft movement. And she goes, oh, so how am I going to wear that without it going off? Because it's summer and it's going to be a summer event. And I said, oh, geez, well, you might have to stay in the shade because by this stage I went,
you're an idiot.
Lord help me. Anyway, so I said, maybe stay in the shade in a cool spot. I said, it's not dairy. It's not. Oh, okay. Bless. There's some real wonderful people out there. Anyway, Muppets.
Muppet of the week this week.
You copped a few Muppets yesterday, but.
Oh, it's a bit of road rage.
Yeah, a bit of road.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Check out our.
I'll put it on our page. I won't go back over.
Check out the socials.
It's just like there's someone doing something stupid on the road. By coincidence, I always get stuck behind them.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to hear my joke?
Yeah, go.
Oh, I don't know whether it's a joke. It's a bit silly.
Strap in, that's got a joke.
Oh, yeah, this one's for Shannon again. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's short too. You're short. This is all about short.
Yeah, I'll cop it all the time, yeah.
Yeah, I'm short. Anyway, this is... I almost feel stupid.
I feel like this is targeted at me, but
no,
anyway.
should I really... I don't know whether I should read this out because it is quite
Sounds
stupid.
like
it's so stupid.
I feel like it's targeted
anyway,
at me, but anyway.
It's so stupid, but anyway, I'll do it. So, do short people also start their stories like, when I was little?
I cop short jokes all the time, so they just...
Hang on. Or do they just say, as I am today?
Yeah. I cop short jokes all the time.
How dumb's that?
Yeah.
Do you love it? Anyway. Sorry, short people. Oh.
Righto, we might go to fan mail. Nat, what do you got?
I've got some fan mail from Tammy. Yeah, she sent it through and it actually quite surprised me. I've met this lady once before.
Yep.
Really lovely lady.
Yep.
She's done really well with her family and raising some decent humans.
Yep.
Anyway, so she sent through, hello, just wanted to reach out and tell you how I enjoy your new podcast. Even the highlights that come up in the feeds are so entertaining. Well done. So I thought that was really
cool.
nice. I think you've met her too, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I've met Tammy a couple of times, yep. No, we're glad you're enjoying it, Tammy. Yeah,
Good.
We're still sort of finding our feet with it.
Aren't
We're still finding our audience. We're just putting content out there now, and it'll gravitate to the right people and
It will.
go from there. So we're just starting out. We've got a lot of work to do, but we're glad you enjoy it. Any of you guys out there that have got any ideas of how we could do things better, or like Taylor rung through a question, things that you want us to talk about, send it through to the Better Half Podcast 123@gmail.
Well, it's interesting. Like, we're still finding our feet and working our way through this podcast. And I had a very wise, very intelligent person say to me during the week, because the week was pretty hectic.
No, it has been.
Like, it's been, the last sort of month has been really full on.
Yeah.
And we've had some really big ups and we've had some really big downs. But he actually stopped me because we have some pretty deep chats. And he said to me, life is a marathon, Nat. He goes, can you remember that? And I thought, yeah, he's telling me, pace yourself.
Yeah.
Stop trying to, like, think that everything's going to go okay. Just pace yourself. Enjoy the little hurdles. Yeah. Sometimes you'll be running fast. Other times you'll be struggling along. And he said to me, life is a marathon. He said, just enjoy that marathon.
Yeah.
And I thought, he's so right. And it actually made me stop and go, take a step back, take a breather. You're doing really good.
Yep.
And, it was really nice. It came at the right time when he actually said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good, but Tammy, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Everyone that we talked to said they're enjoying it, so we'll just
we've had some really
just
good
keep doing more
feedback.
of the same, and So.
Yeah, no, I actually have appreciated any feedback, but most people around us, and even if it is feedback, it's really good quality feedback.
We're still
isn't it?
mixing it up a little bit too. Yeah. Like you'll see, like we were going to do, so we got a bit of advice to do segments, and that the last couple we didn't really, wasn't the way we wanted to do it. We just like a free flowing conversation.
Yeah.
We've been warned against that. We're going to go against it and just have free flowing conversations.
Yeah.
Segments and that we're just a bit. Yeah, no, it's not our thing. You know, like it's.
No. Oh, look.
Oh, we have Muppet of the Week and that,
Yeah.
but yeah, we just don't want to get in that. You know, men versus woman. We're not about that.
No,
bit of banter, but we're not.
Yeah.
I don't want segments every week where males are putting shit on females and all the rest of it. We have a little bit of banter, male and female banter here, but it comes up naturally. If it comes up, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Well, we like that naturally, aren't we?
Yeah, well,
We
are,
like to have a bit of, but at the same time, I really love that we have such a big difference as male and
Yeah.
female. I really appreciate that in life.
Yep.
Because, yeah, even if something frustrates me that, say, a male does, well, some
Yeah.
females do it, but, you know, I actually like that. That's the part of life. That's living.
Yeah.
Like having differences. But
Yeah.
we both are we really like to generate positivity.
Yeah, exactly.
We like to try and look at the hard stuff and go, what have I learned? And learn from it, move forward. Don't hold on to it.
Yeah.
Carrying heavy baggage is not good.
Mm.
Like, yeah. So anyway, Brandon and I are just doing what we do. And
Yeah, so we're going to run with free-flowing conversations,
Yeah.
guys. That's what it is. And, you know, we've had advice go, oh, what's your theme? What's this? What's it about? This and that.
Yep.
Basically, we're letting you into our house. We're having
Yep.
you're having a beer with us. We're just having a free-flowing conversation. That's what it is.
they're joining us
could be about
in a
anything.
chat.
It could be about anything.
Yeah. If
So-
only all of you could chat with us. We'd love that.
Oh, 100%.
Imagine
That's
that.
why I say, if there's anything you want us to talk about,
Yeah.
or any topics you think we would talk about, send them through
Yeah.
because we will literally talk about anything. So
Oh, yeah. Well, we've kind of shown that, haven't
we've
we?
covered a few topics. So
From top to bottom,
And-
in and out.
and it's just we talk about topics, but we're just two everyday punters. It's just our opinions on what it is. Like, it
Mm. Yeah.
doesn't mean right or wrong.
I still
Take
want
it or leave it. Righto, we might get a quote of the week, guys. I'll just pop that one on now.
I haven't heard this one.
You complain about food because it's on your table. You complain about job because you have one. You complain about your home because you have a place to return to. You complain about your parents because they're still here to call and to love you in their own imperfect way. But life has a strange way of teaching us lessons. Sometimes the things we complain about today become the very things we miss tomorrow. The meal, the job, the home, the health, the people we assumed would always be there. So take a moment and really look at your life. Not everything is perfect, but not everything is missing either. Some of the things you call burdens are actually blessings in disguise. Be grateful for what you have while you still have it, because absence has a way of revealing the value that presence quietly held all along.
Yeah, that's so true. I heard that one this week, and it resonated with me in a couple of ways because I was doing that. I was driving home the other day, and I thought, oh God, this is just a pain in the ass. There's this, there's that, and then there was a little voice in the back of my head that said, "Hang on, mate, you would have killed to be where you are now 10 years ago.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not all bad. Don't complain about it."
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's just having a bit of gratitude for what you've got, because like
Yeah.
we've said a couple of times, everything is temporary at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
not everything's bad. Like, just have a look at some of the good things you got. as
I
well, so.
sometimes look at the simple stuff like the pile of dishes and the dirty floors, and I
Yeah.
think, hang on, are you making memories with your family and doing things, and that's just the result? Like, there's a bit of mess there. I'd rather make the memories than worry
Oh,
about
it's
That-
so
that's-
true.
And
and it's like it
whether
was-
it's small or big.
It was Dad's birthday on Tuesday, and that just
Yeah.
resurfaced a whole lot of
Yeah.
the shit that I'm sort of trying to work through. But and I did stop and think, like, there's a lot of shit that we fought about or argued about, or just there's a lot of things you think it was unnecessary. We should have just been making memories instead. But that's life. You live and learn, don't
I
you?
think everyone does that.
Yeah. But,
Everyone sort of looks back and
but like she just
reflects.
said, she said, you think things are a burden or they're not right or this annoys you or whatever, and then it's gone, and all of a sudden you'd give anything to have that argument with him one more time and handle it differently, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So
And
that's
I think it's human nature that we do go, you know, oh, geez, this could be better, and that. It is human nature. Like,
yeah. Oh, I think when we've got things, like she said, you focus on, my job's this, and this annoys me in my work.
Yeah.
That's because you've got a job. There's someone out there that doesn't have a job and doesn't have the ability of getting one.
Yeah.
They'd love to have what you've got.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what she's getting at there. I like that, guys, so that we'll run with that this week.
Yeah. I think sometimes you just got to take that little moment and go, hang on, what have I got? I've got food, a roof over my head. I've got my loved ones around me, and, I'm living pretty good life. Just bring it back to the basics sometimes, because then you can get your head right a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I like that. That was a good one.
Awesome.
I like that.
Righto, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Have a brilliant week. I hope you have a brilliant weekend. Be
Yes.
good to each other. Bye for now.
Bye.